In Lingua Latina, Chapter 11 by Hans Ørberg, there is a tricky question in Pensum C, and that is question number 8. Let's take a look at it. Quid videt medicus in ora Quinti? So the question here is, what does the doctor see in the mouth of Quintus? Quintus is one of the characters in the book. He is a young boy who has fallen out of a tree. The doctor has been summoned from a nearby town to come take a look at Quintus, and when he gets there to look at Quintus's injured foot, he instead takes a look inside of his mouth. He's not a very good doctor. So, quid means what, videt means see, medicus is doctor, that's where we get medic and medical, and in ore, in the mouth of Quintus, what does the doctor see in the mouth of Quintus? The answer in English is the doctor sees one black tooth in the mouth of Quintus. So Quintus actually has a cavity. The doctor wants to do something about that, even though that's not why he was called in. Let's break this sentence down. Let's parse this sentence and label it. Then we'll diagram it, and then we'll translate it into Latin. Subject of the sentence is the doctor. The doctor is the subject of the sentence in the nominative case. What is he doing, or what's the action? He sees, that's the verb, it's an active verb because the subject is performing the action. What does he see? He sees a tooth. The tooth receives the action, so it's a direct object. I always put direct objects in boxes, and it goes into the accusative case. And he sees a black tooth. I always use arrows for adjectives. Since black is describing tooth, and tooth is in the accusative case, black is also in the accusative case. And how many black teeth does he see? He sees one. One is another adjective. I always use arrows for adjectives. It also goes into the accusative case because it's, it's also describing tooth. In is a preposition. In what? In the mouth, object of the preposition. The is an article adjective. In the mouth is in the ablative case in Latin. And it's in the mouth of preposition. Of whom, Quintus, object of the preposition, of Quintus is in the genitive case. Almost every time you see the word, the preposition of, it's going to be in the genitive case. Let's go to another screen and diagram this, and then we'll come back and translate it. So, our main sentence was the doctor, put the article adjective down here, the doctor sees. What does he see? A direct object always goes on the main line after a half stick. The doctor sees a tooth. What kind of tooth? Well, he actually sees a black tooth. Now, is one describing black here, one black tooth, or is one describing tooth here? Well, one is describing tooth here, so we're going to put it in on its own adjective line. He sees one black tooth, so one here. And where does he see this one black tooth? Since this phrase answers the question where, it is an adverbial phrase, and will go underneath the verb. It's where adverbs usually go, not always, but usually. He sees one black tooth in mouth. The object of the preposition goes on a straight line. In the mouth. Whose mouth is this? It's the mouth of, another preposition, and then we have down here Quintus. In the mouth of Quintus. Ran out of space there. So, the doctor sees one black tooth in the mouth of Quintus. We now have it diagrammed. Let's go back and translate it. Okay. So, in Latin, this is going to be the doctor, medicus, medicus videt, using English word order here. This verb would likely go at the end of the sentence if we were using Latin word order here. Medicus videt, and he sees an accusative tooth. Now, the word tooth is in Latin is dens, and the genitive is dentis. So, the root word is dent. Alright, that's the root word. And we add the accusative ending to dent because tooth is in the accusative case. That's important. That's actually why I'm making this video. This is where my students trip up. So, dent in the accusative is dentem. So now we have medicus videt dentem. The doctor sees the tooth. The doctor sees the tooth. Medicus videt dentem. We're actually going to move dentem over because the Romans, when they were describing nouns, would usually put the adjective at the end of the noun. However, if it is a adjective telling us how much of something exists, it's called a quantitative adjective, then it goes before the noun. So one will go before the noun and black will go after the noun. So we're going to change unus, which is nominative, to accusative, remember? Unum. So we're going to have medicus videt unum. Now we can put dentem back in. Medicus videt unum dentem. Now we need black. I may be making a mistake here. I need to remember. Okay, so dentem is masculine. So black in the accusative. Well, first of all, black is Niger. And in the accusative, black is nigrum. Alright, so let's erase that. And we'll put nigrum over here. So we have medicus videt unum dentum nigrum. Now, he sees this one black tooth in the mouth of Quintus. Okay, in is going to push the next word into the ablative case. Mouth is os in Latin, and that's in the nominative case. In the genitive, it's oris. So the root word then is or, or. In the dative, it is ori. We'll go ahead and go through this. In the accusative, it is os. And I kind of ran out of the room. Well, I guess, no, I'm really out of room there, so let me erase that. So we'll get rid of this. In the ablative then, we'll just go ahead and stick it over here in this sentence. In the ablative, it is or e. So, now we have medicus videt unum dentum nigrum in ore. Now all we need is Quintus, but we've got to say of Quintus. Quintus in the nominative is obviously Quintus. And in the genitive, Quintus is, we just drop the US and replace it with an I. Quintus is Quinti. So, there's our phrase of Quintus. So, medicus videt unum dentum nigrum in ore Quinti. Latin is pretty complicated, and it's all based on all these crazy different endings that you have to learn. Medicus videt unum dentum nigrum in ore Quinti. So, the original question was, quid videt medicus in ore Quinti? What does the doctor see in the mouth of Quintus? Quid videt medicus in ore Quinti? And the answer is, medicus videt unum dentum nigrum in ore Quinti. Well, I hope that helped. If you want to see more videos like that or want to learn more about Latin and Greek, just check out DwaneThomas.com. Don't forget to subscribe below. And if you want to read my 115-page book about Latin, where I give away all my secrets and show you how I did it and how you can do it too, then simply check out that link right there up in the top right-hand corner. Take care, guys.